Within the San Fernando Valley, we're finding resilience by coming together and working together and also creating events, sharing resources, and also just realizing that in order to us to grow as a big unit in the San Fernando, at least separate ourselves from, other cities in Los Angeles is we have to be at the forefront. People have to be represented by us, for us. And one of the things that we really, really love is making sure we like invest in our youth leadership, have them, be in uncomfortable situations where they are challenging themselves, and also like our leaders just throughout, calling them leaders. Like I'm already calling them leaders, but yeah, knowing that everyone could be a leader, and they just need to find their leadership within themselves, and knowing that no matter what type of work you're doing, you could be like an LGBT like superhero, right? Like especially when talking about your queerness and your transness. And then when we talk about rural communities, I think that's where we need to have those conversations, especially with our families, the folks who take care of us, the people we connect with, and stop like putting us like something as a second thought.
To center celebration and joy is something that is so revolutionary. It's part of being a person, being a human on earth, and especially if you're an oppressed person, it's something that you're not expected to do or to have. You're not expected to have joy, and to center that is resilience.
Certainly some of the funding streams that came out of COVID, we were able to expand our people power and our presence, both virtually and in person, to be an instrument in the healing of our people, right? To be really active, from food distribution to peer counseling to virtual support groups to programming, and even in advocacy and engagement on a higher level. All of those together, I think, made us a stronger community. It also gave witness to the fact that we were bigger than the challenges that were in front of us when we came together. And I think that was the real power of what we've been experiencing these last few years. And as we continue to move forward, what we know is that if we are healers, community healers, and that we can together continue to face whatever challenges come our way and provide healing and support, and expand our capacity to influence the environment that we're in, that we will not be erased, that we will not be compromised, that we will not be beat down by fearmongers and hate mongers, that we are stronger when we stand together, when we stand united, and when we face our fears.
When I think about the reality of TGI individuals, I think about resilience, I think about joy, I think about power, and I also think about things like safety and our well-being and just our general health care. I think it's important to acknowledge that as TGI individuals, we're finally at a point, for myself, I'd say, that we can imagine more, we can dream more. And what's going on in other states like Texas and Illinois, etc., is an attack not on trans kids, it's an attack on the trans future. Trans kids become trans adults, and I think it's important for trans kids these days to be able to see what it means for us to live in our fullness, to live in our truth, to live in our vastness, and to be, my friend says, multifaceted beings, because I think that we get stuck on a cookie cutter model of what the American system has provided for us. But I think that's broken, and I think it needs to really change, and we need to queer it up in more ways than ever, and we need to really change it up. And I think that comes through finding joy in ourselves, finding power in ourselves, and I would also say finding presence in the now, in tomorrow, and sometimes, if you really need to take it slower, in the next breath.